Want to know why? Ask how. Howard the Humongous.
The impeachment has resulted in a showdown. There are two reasons. First off, the Founding Fathers knew that impeachments would be partisan. They said so in the essays they wrote to promote their brand new Constitution, the essays they compiled in a book now known as the Federalist Papers. This partisanship may be why in 1985 the Senate produced rules for impeachments. Those rules required that all senators take this oath, quote, "I solemnly swear that in all things appertaining to the impeachment, I will do impartial justice according to the Constitution and laws. So help me God." Now mark that key phrase, impartial justice. Mitch MCConnell and Lindsey Graham have said loudly and proudly that they have no intention of doing impartial justice. Remember, Lindsey Graham is the chairman of the Judiciary Committee, so he should be particularly aware of the insistence on impartiality. Yet, Lindsey Graham said, "I am trying to give a pretty clear signal. I have made up my mind. I'm not trying to pretend to be a fair juror here." Senate Majority Leader Mitch MCConnell went further. He said, "I'm not an impartial juror, and frankly, I'm not anxious to have a trial." The clincher came when MCConnell revealed that, quote, "Everything I do during this, I'm coordinating with the White House counsel. There will be no difference between the president's position and our position as to how to handle this. In other words, the folks that the Constitution says must act as judges and jurors have blatantly ganged up with the defendant, President Donald Trump. This totally violates the Constitution's demand that the Senate have a trial. So Nancy Pelosi has taken MCConnell and Graham's violation of the rules of impeachment up a notch. She has refused to send the impeachment from the Congress to the Senate until she is given the rules by which the Senate trial will be run. Meanwhile, Donald Trump wants a speedy trial. He wants to be acquitted. And he knows that a Republican Senate is a kangaroo court. It will say he's done nothing wrong. But there's a danger to that acquittal. In fact, several dangers. Donald Trump believes that as president, he has the powers of a king. He believes he is above the law. And he's found an attorney general, William Barr, who has said that anything the president does is lawful simply because the president does it. The president, Barr has implied, is the law. This is a problem. For the very first time in American history, it puts the president above the law or outside of it. But there's more. Remember George Washington's statement that foreign influence is one of the most baneful foes of Republican government? When Donald Trump invited the Russians to hack Hillary Clinton's emails, then denied that the Russians had anything to do with his victory over Hillary, he was doing what the Founding Fathers feared the most. He was inviting a foreign power into our election. When Trump asked Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky to announce an investigation of Joe Biden, President Trump was doing it again. He was once again inviting a foreign power into our election. He was breaking the law that makes it illegal to solicit anything of value for a campaign from foreigners. What's more, by refusing to see what 17 intelligence agencies and a Senate committee run by Republicans told him, that Russia is waging cyber war on our elections, Donald Trump disqualified himself as commander-in-chief. You can't defend against an attack you refuse to see. What's more, Trump may have committed treason, giving aid and comfort to the enemy, Russia. But that's not the worst of it. If the Senate acquits President Trump, it will go to his head. He will break the laws again and again. He will call every crime and violation of the Constitution that he commits beautiful and perfect. This is something our democratic system and our balance of powers cannot afford. But the real trial for this impeachment will not be in the Senate. It will be in the court of public opinion. In a Yahoo News YouGov poll taken immediately after the impeachment vote on Wednesday, December 19th, 53% of registered voters said Donald Trump abused his powers as president, and 51% said he obstructed Congress. In other words, it looks like the court of public opinion may be in the process of impeaching President Donald Trump. This is Howard the Humongous, speaking to you from the future. It's your job and my job to make. Or, want to know why? Ask how. And now for that simpering, sneaky, sleazy, constantly running away at high speed little off button. I think I've got it.